This is your perfect feel-good but still burning flow. This class is perfect for the days where you really want to work on toning up your muscle, but in a fluid way to simply feel good in your body and in your mat. All you need is your mat, and whenever you're ready, we can start class together. So we will start class in a child's pose, so open your knees wide, sit on your heels and walk your arms in front of you. Relax here, your forehead on the floor. Make sure that you soften into your shoulders, soften your face and lock your jaw. Maybe shift your hips slightly to the side to make sure that you create space. Just take a few seconds here to center yourself, to land here on your mat, physically, mentally, making sure that you will allow yourself from now on to just stay focused on your breath, to move in a way that feels good to you. Allowing this time on your mat to be for you and for you only. Try to see if you can start lengthening up your breath. Taking a little bit more time every time that you inhale, every time that you exhale. And then the next time that you inhale, try to extend your arms in front of you a little bit more. Press your fingertips on the mat, send your hips a little bit towards the back. Look in between your hands in front of you. Maybe try to hold your hands a little bit more further away from you. And then press your hands onto the mat and make your way here into a tabletop position. Make sure that your hands are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Inhale, open up your heart, arch your back, look in front of you, maybe up. Exhale, round your back, push the mat away, try to touch your chin to your chest, just for a few rounds of cat and cow. So use your breath here when you inhale, try to feel the undulation of your spine. When you exhale, really try to exaggerate the movements, just you then start weighting up your spine, trying to create a little bit more space. Just one more time here, exhale, push the mat away as much as you can, and then come back to the center. Keep your hips above your knees, slightly arch your back and walk your arms in front of you so you can lower your heart a little bit closer here to the mat to create a little bit more space here on your chest, on your hips. Maybe here, if you have the space, trying to look in front of you. Trying to really allow your belly to expand, trying to allow your chest to come a little bit closer to the floor. And then press your forearms onto your mat and take your time to slide yourself all the way into your belly. Place your hands under your shoulders, release your forehead on the mat. Try to press the top of your feet on the floor, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, lift your chest to come into a low cobra. Try to really feel the muscle of your back working. Try not to break your neck, but to keep a long neck behind you. And exhale, slowly release your forehead on the floor. 2 more times like this. Inhale, maybe to come into a little higher cobra. Keep pressing your chest forward. And exhale, slowly releasing the pose. 1 more time like this. Inhale here, press the mat away under your hands. And exhale, release your forehead on the mat, touch your toes, and press yourself back here to come into your first down dog of the class. Probably your first down dog of the day, so as always, take your time to arrive in this position. Keep pushing the mat away under your hands. Try to see if maybe you can pedal into your legs, pedal into your arms. Just making any movement here that feels good to you. And then try to find stillness in your down dog. And the next time that you inhale, lift your right leg towards the sky, bend your right leg so you can open up your hips towards the right. So when you are in this position, keep pushing the mat away under your hands. Imagine that you want to bring your heart a little bit closer to your left knee. Try to maybe open up your right knee a little bit more towards the sky. And then try to extend your right leg behind you. Rise high onto your left toes. Inhale here. Exhale, shift forward. Open up your right knee towards the side so you can send your right knee as high as you can outside of your right shoulder. Inhale, lift your right leg back behind you. Exhale again like this. Try to keep your right hip open. Bring yourself forward. Try to bring your shoulders above your hands. Inhale again, lift your leg behind you. Exhale just 1 more time like this. Try to come a little bit higher. Lift this knee a little bit higher. and then slowly step your right foot outside of your right hand. Maybe adjust yourself so your hands are under your shoulders and allow your hips to come a little bit closer to the floor. Maybe try to look in front of you here to open up into your chest. Exhale, send your hips to the back. Try to extend your right leg and flex your right toes towards your face. So in this position, feel free to keep your right knee a little bit bent, but really try to send your right hip to the back so you can keep your hips nice and squared. Maybe try to fall forward. And then again, inhale, bend into your right knee. Try to open up your chest. Exhale, then send your hips to the side. Just one more time like this. Try to move with your breath in a way that feels good in your body, just so you can start to create a little bit more space. And the next time here that you inhale, bend onto your right knee and simply release your left knee onto the mat for your lizard pose. Take your options. You can stay here, or maybe you can lower your forearms on the floor. Just right here to be mindful of your right knee. If your knee wants to open, make sure that you open your right toes on the same direction. And then again, use your breath in this position. Every time that you inhale, imagine that you want to lengthen your back. And when you exhale, that you want to create a little bit more space. Maybe shifting your body side to side, making any movement here that feels good to you. Exhale just one last time, and if you were down, place your hands again under your shoulders. Make sure that you square again your right foot, touch your left toe so you can extend your left leg behind you. Immediately in this position, try to see if you can send your right hip a little bit more to the back. Round your upper back, push the mat away under you. Try to pull your navel in, stay exactly where you are, but try to hover your right foot from the mat. And then roll on the outside of your left foot, very slowly coming to the fingertips of your right hand so you can step your right foot behind you as close to you as possible to come into your wild thing. So in this position, open your chest up and try to open your right arm towards the sky. Push the mat away under your left hand, squeeze your glutes, try to press your left toe on the mat, and then gently look down, place both of your hands back under your shoulders and make your way back here into a plank position. Inhale, shift your body forward, and exhale, your first vinyasa here of the class. Taking your time here to make all of your movements, to come back into your down dog, to do the same thing on the other side. So again here, the next time that you inhale, lift your left leg behind you, bend your left knee and allow your hips to open towards the side. Keep pushing the mat away under you. Try to keep your head heavy. And then again, try to extend your left leg behind you. Rise high onto your right toes. Shift forward. Try to circle your left knee as high as you can outside of your shoulder. And then again, inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Exhale again like this, come forward, try to bring your knee as high as you can. One more time like this. Inhale, lift your leg behind you. Exhale one more time like this, try to come as forward as you can, maybe try to come a little bit higher here, and then take your time to step your foot outside of your hands, and again, try to lower your hips as much as you can just to create a little bit more space, maybe try to look in front of you. Take a big inhalation here and exhale again. Extend as much as you can this left leg, flex your left toes and pull your left hip behind you. Try to fall forward in this position. And inhale again, bend into your left knee. Try to open up your heart. Exhale, extend your leg as much as you can. Just one more time like this with your breath, trying to create some fluidity in your movements, taking your time here. Just one more time, inhale. This time stay here, lower your right knee down, and again here, take your options to come into your lizard pose. Try to be mindful of your body. Make the adjustments that are good for you. And then when you get there, use your breath. Every time that you inhale, you're trying to lengthen your back. And every time that you exhale, you're trying to create a little bit more space. Exhale just one last time. And if you are down, place your hands again under your shoulder, square your left foot, then touch your right toes, and then extend your leg behind you, and immediately try to really stay strong in this position. So try to round your upper back, rise high onto your back toes, try to stay forward and hover your left foot here from the mat, roll on the outside of your right foot, and very slowly step your left foot behind you as close as you can to you, and try to lift your left arm towards the sky. Try to press your chest up, use your fingertips under your right hand, and then slowly look down, place both of your hands back under your shoulders to come back here into a plank pose. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale your vinyasa, using your breath, taking your time, and sending your hips back to the sky here into your down dog, maybe already feeling the difference in your body after those few movements. And then looking between your hands, bend your knees, and take your time here to jump or step all the way up. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale, come all the way up, circle your arms above your head, press your hands together. Exhale, bend your arms behind you to cactus your arms and to press your chest forward. Inhale, then lift your arms above your head. And exhale, this time keep your arm extending, but circle your arms behind you. And take a second here to come towards the top of your mat. Tadasana. Relax your arms here next to you. Take a second, maybe close your eyes to connect back to your breath, to your core. Feel the ground under you. Try to push the ground away to grow a little bit taller. And then open your eyes. The next time that you inhale, circle your arms above your head. Press your hands together. Try to grow tall. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Try to use your core to bring your nose a little bit closer to your legs. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot as far as you can from you. Lower your right knee to the floor, Kapiasana. Rise with your arms above your head. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, bend your arms behind you. Press your chest forward. Try to really open up your heart. And then release both of your hands slightly in front of you. Push the mat away under your left foot so you can lift your right leg towards the sky to come into a standing split. Try to use your right glute to lift your right leg when you inhale, and your core to bring your nose a little bit closer to your leg when you exhale. Slowly bend into your left knee. Try to slowly place your right toes back behind you. This time keep your leg extended. Inhale, take a big inhalation. Lift your arms above your head. Exhale, plant your hands under your shoulders. Step back into your plank pose and take your vinyasa here. Doing your best to take your time so you can really lengthen up your breath. Come back into your down dog and stay here in your down dog for 3 rounds of breath. Try to see if you can maybe push the mat a little bit more away from you. If you can absorb your ribcage in a little bit more. And at the end of your third exhalation, look in between your hands where you want to land and lightly jump all the way up. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Circle your arms above your head. Press your hands together. Exhale, come back to the center. Samastiti here to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale for your flat back. And exhale, step your left foot behind you. Lower your left knee onto the mat. Inhale, rise with your arms above your head. Exhale, bend your arms behind you. Try to open up your heart. Place your hands slightly in front of you and straight away lift your left leg this time towards the sky. Stay here just for 1 round of breath. Try to keep your head nice and heavy. And then slowly bend onto your right knee so you can step your left toes back behind you to rise into your high lunge. On your inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale for your vinyasa, taking your time here to meet in your down dog, trying to find stillness as soon as you arrive in your down dog, trying to observe the difference maybe in your body already after those few movements, to keep up with your breath. And again, after your third exhalation, look in between your hands and lightly jump all the way up. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Press your hands together, grow tall. Exhale, Samastitihi, to grow together for Sun Salutation A. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale to come into your flat back. And your vinyasa, feel free to modify with your practice. Feel free maybe to add, maybe to subtract, whichever is your practice today, whatever you want to do. And let's meet in the down dog here. And this time we are going to stay here to build our little flow together. So the next time that you inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Exhale, shift your weight forward, cross your right knee towards your left elbow and try to extend your right leg so you can release your right foot outside of your left hand. Try to do your best to bring your foot on the same line here as your hands. Then lower your left heel behind you on the mat, keep your right hand on the floor and open up your left arm above your head. Try to do your best to press your big toes on the floor to help you open up your hips here and your chest. Exhale, release both of your hands under your shoulders. Stay as you are, roll onto your left toes behind you so you can pick up your right foot, bend your right knee under you. Again, roll on the outside of your left foot and slowly release your right foot under you, as close to you as you can. Open up your right hand towards the sky. Try to open up your heart. This time look down, place again both of your hands under your shoulders and again extend your right leg behind you. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, knee to your nose. Come forward as much as you can. Place your foot in between your hands. Place your right hand in front of you and open up your left arm to the sky to come here into a half moon. Do your best here to stay forward, to really open up your hips, to open your chest. Stay forward and slowly bend onto your right knee so you can release your left foot on the floor behind you and straight away reverse your warrior. Lift your right arm above your head. Try to see if you can bend a little bit more into your right knee. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, come forward to place your right elbow onto your right knee and to extend your left arm above your head. In this position, do your best to not collapse. Try to press your knee away. Do your best to squeeze your glutes. Imagine that you want to round your lower back and try maybe to look towards your left hand in this position. Push the mat away on the outside of your left leg behind you. Take a big inhalation, come all the way up, Skandasana, to the back of your mat. Sit onto your left heel, try to flex your right toes towards the sky. Look in front of you, take a big inhalation here. Exhale, change towards the top of your mat. Feel free to use your hands on the floor or maybe keep your hands exactly where they are. Take a big inhalation in this position, then pivot towards the front of your mat. Place your left hand right next to your right foot. Roll onto your left toes behind you and then on the outside of your left foot, grab your right knee with your right hand on maybe your right big toe with your two peace fingers here and try to see if you can maybe lift your right knee towards the sky, or maybe if you can extend your right leg for your Vashisthasana 2 in this position. Take a big inhalation wherever you are. Do your best to stay forward and very slowly do your best to control the transition. Place your right foot exactly where it was. Come all the way up. Inhale with your arms above your head. Exhale, place your hands under your shoulder. Step back into your plank pose and take your vinyasa. Take your time so we can do this little flow again on the other side. The next time that you inhale, lift your left leg behind you. Exhale, shift forward, cross your left knee under you and try to extend your left leg so you can place your left foot as high as possible here outside of your mat. Roll on the inside of your right foot and try to really open up your heart here by extending your right arm above your head. Press your hips up, circle your right arm above your head, place both of your hands again under your shoulder. Pick up your right foot. Inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Exhale, roll on the outside this time of your right foot so you can lower your left foot behind you. Then here in your wild thing, try to open up your heart. And then again, place both of your hands under your shoulders. Extend your left leg towards the sky. Exhale this time, knee to your nose, come forward, round your back as much as you can so you can create space. And step your foot in between your hands. Place your left foot, your left hand, it's easier, in front of you. And then open up here into your half moon. Find your joystick here. Try to really open up your hip. Find extension onto your opposite. Stay forward and very slowly bend onto your left knee so you can release your right foot behind you and straight away. Reverse your warrior. Lift your left arm above your head. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, elbow to your knee. Again, try not to collapse. Keep pushing your knee away. And extend your right arm above your head. Again in this position, imagine that you want to round your lower back. Maybe try to look up towards your right hand and try to find extension here. Inhale, come all the way up and straight away sit onto your right heel, Skandasana. Place your hands together, do your best to flex your left toes. Inhale in this position, maybe without your hands, exhale, change towards the top of your mat. Again, take a big inhalation here. And then this time place your right hand next to your left foot. Roll onto the outside of your right foot behind you. Grab your left knee or your big left toes with your pinch fingers and do your best here. Either try to lift your left knee up or maybe try to extend completely here your leg. Do your best here to keep your right shoulder above your right hand and very slowly with as much control as you can, step your left foot exactly where it was. Rise high here with your arms above your head. Take a big inhalation. Exhale, place your hands under your shoulders. Step back here to take your vinyasa. Take your time. Inhale to open up your heart. And exhale, send your hips back to the sky. When you arrive here, take a big inhalation through your nose. And then open your mouth and exhale. So we can do the same little flow one more time on each side, maybe trying to bring a little bit more fluidity and to connect a little bit more our movement with our breath. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Exhale, shift forward, place your right foot outside of your left hand. Inhale, open your left arm up. Exhale, bring both of your hands back under your shoulder. Pick up your right foot, roll on the outside of your left foot, slowly step your right foot behind you. Inhale into your wild thing, open up your heart. Exhale, look down, place both of your hands under your shoulder. Inhale, extend your right leg up. Exhale, shift forward, knee to your nose, round your back and step your foot in between your hands. Hold your right hand in front of you so you can open up into your half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, inhale. Exhale, slowly step this left foot behind you. Stay forward to reverse your warrior. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, elbow to your knee. Extend your left arm above your head. Inhale, come all the way up, this time Skandasana towards the back. Place your hands in front of your heart. Exhale, change towards the top of your mat. Place your left hand onto your mat, roll onto the outside of your left foot. Take your option here, Vashisthasana 2, maybe extend your right leg up. And then slowly try to bring this right foot exactly where it was. Come all the way up, lift your arms above your head, inhale. Exhale your vinyasa, taking your time here, trying to keep this engagement onto your core, to stay connected with your breath. So we can do one last time this little flow on the left. As soon as you arrive in your down dog, inhale with your left leg up. Exhale, come forward and place your left foot outside of your right hand. Inhale, lift your right arm above your hand. Exhale, place your hands under you. Pick up your left foot, roll outside of your right foot so you can release your left foot behind you. Inhale into your wild thing. Exhale, look down, place both of your hands back under your shoulder. Use your inhalation to extend your leg behind you. Exhale, knee to your nose, come forward as much as you can. Step your foot in between your hands. Place your left hand in front of you and open up into your half moon. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, stay forward and slowly step this right foot back. Take a big inhalation here to reverse your warrior. Exhale, elbow to your knee. Extend your right arm above your head. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Inhale in this position. Exhale, change towards the top of your mat. Place your right hand onto your mat. Roll onto the outside of your right foot. Maybe try to extend this left leg up. Vashisthasana 2. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, slowly place this left foot exactly where it was. Take a big inhalation to rise up in your high lunge. And exhale, place your hands under your shoulders. Step back into your plank position to take just one last vinyasa. Taking your time, coming back to your down dog. Take a big inhalation through your nose. And then open up your mouth and exhale. Lower your knees on your mat. Have a seat onto your heels. Place your hands on your legs. Close your eyes. And just take a second here without spitting up your water, or maybe without trying to dry the sweat out of your back. Just so you can listen to your breath. Listen maybe to your heart beating onto your chest. Taking a second to really take it all. Feeling already your breath and your heart, everything starting to slow down. And then gently open your eyes. Place your hands back onto your mat and lift your hips to the sky to come back in your down dog just for the transition. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Exhale, bring your right knee forwards to come into little pigeon pose here. Take a second to adjust yourself. Try to bring first your hand as close as you can under your hips, under your shoulders, and doing your best to keep your hips and your shoulders squared with the top of your mat. Maybe a little option here for mermaid pose, trying to keep your shoulders squared. Extend your left arm in front of you. Open your left arm behind you. Try to see if you can bend your back leg so you can grab the inside of your left foot. If you have your foot behind you, try to bring your shoulders back towards the back of your mat and maybe try to reverse your grip so you can maybe try to bring your foot a little bit closer to you. This is only optional here. Just do your best here to really keep everything nice and squared. If you have it in your body, you can maybe try to place your left foot inside of your left elbow, trying to bring your left hand up. Again, bringing everything back towards the front. Try to lift your right arm above your head so you can maybe grab your hands together to come into the full expression of the pose. Taking your time here, feeling free to go into your sleeping pigeon maybe already. Maybe you have done it already. Take a big inhalation here. And then slowly take your time to release your leg if you had it. And simply fold forward your right leg in front of you, making sure that you soften your shoulders, that you soften your face. Using your breath here to help you every time that you exhale, create a little bit more space. Taking your time. Exhale in the pose just one last time. And use your hands to come back up. Place your hands under your shoulder, touch your left toes again, and step back here, back into your down dog. Inhale with your left leg behind you. And exhale this time, bring your left knee onto your mat. And then first try to come as tall here as you can to find some extension here onto your spine. So you can of course here use a block onto your left hip if you feel that you just fall onto the side. And then try to grow tall and then maybe to extend your right arm in front of you. Draw a circle with your arm to really open up into your shoulder and maybe try to grab inside of your right foot. Maybe trying here to reverse your grip, just making sure that you really try to keep your shoulders and your hips nice and squared, facing towards the front of your mat. Maybe here you can try to come into the full expression of the pose by trying to bring here your foot just onto your elbow, trying to lift your right arm up first, again making sure that you're still facing forward, and maybe here trying to grab both of your hands together, just doing your best here to open up your heart. Taking your time here to breathe in the position. If you fall, just try to come back. Take a big inhalation here. And exhale, slowly release the position. Walk your hands in front of you and fold forward your left leg. And again, try to use your breath in this position. Every time that you exhale, trying to create a little bit more space. Exhale just one last time. And then slowly come all the way back up. This time roll onto the outside of your left glute so you can send your right leg in front of you. And take your time here to lay down on your back. Squeeze your knees towards your chest, maybe roll a few times side to side to massage your lower back. Keep your right knee onto your chest, extend your left leg on the floor. Open your right arm on the sides, take a big inhalation here. And use your exhale to twist your right leg to the left, maybe turning your gaze towards your right hand, closing your eyes. And when you arrive in this pose, take a big inhalation into your chest. And use your exhale to create a little bit more space, taking your time here. Trying to soften your face, your fingers. Exhale in the pose just one last time. Take your time to come back to the center. Then squeeze your legs onto your chest, and this time keep a hold of your left knee, open your left arm onto the side, and use your next exhalation to twist your left knee to the right, maybe turning your head towards the left. And again here, one big inhalation into your heart. Using your exhale to help you create a little bit more space. Exhale just one last time. And then come back to the center, squeeze your legs towards your chest. Try to bring your forehead to your knees to make a small shape in this position, giving yourself a big hug and taking the biggest inhalation you've taken all day. Trying to inhale all the way up. Inhale, 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 squeeze yourself a little bit more. And then open your mouth and exhale, release your entire body on the floor. Release your arms alongside your body, turning the palm of your hands up, closing your eyes. Allowing your entire body here to rest heavy on the floor, just so you can absorb all the benefits of everything that you just did during your practice. Shavasana, just rest.